Meow, meow.
That stings the lips a little bit, but a good sting. Blow that porta potty in my face. Damn, dope ass clouds, bro.
Dope ass clouds. Have you ever?
Vape is my canvas.
Have you ever seen a dope ass cloud?
Vape is my canvas.
I don't think you've ever seen a dope ass cloud.
Okay. You guys ready?
Mm-hmm.
And hey, everybody. How's it going? Welcome to Try the Goulash. My name is Blake.
It's Willie, and we got a guest. But he's not really a guest because he appeared on the show before.
Who's here?
His name is...
Who's here?
Dirk Diggler.
Dirk! He's back. Dirk is back.
Dirk McGurk.
Yep.
Captain.
Chris is
Captain
back
Kirk.
with us because we kicked Al out.
Yeah,
he got too fucking annoying.
We actually killed him. So
Yeah,
Blake is now living with me.
He's
but
dead.
Don't tell anyone.
He's dead. The
Yeah.
guilt is just too much. Bearing on my conscience, I can't take it anymore, so I'm just getting all my shit out to you guys.
Yeah, the pod family knows that Al is dead. He's no longer coming back.
I think-
So if you liked him, I'm really sorry, but that guy was a piece of shit.
I mean, I think they'll support the decision because he was just a nuisance, to
Yeah.
be quite honest.
Chris, how do you feel about that?
How do you feel about Al, Chris?
Okay. Yeah, so.
No, Al's away on a trip, so Chris is
No,
filling
he's
in this
fucking
week.
dead, Blake.
Okay.
He's fucking dead, dude.
Al's dead. So
Hashtag Noodle Al.
it's the three of us this week. And this week, ladies and gentlemen, we're talking about nature. Nature, plants, trees, dirt, mountains, deserts, oceans.
Bugs.
Yes. Bugs. So, yeah, we're talking about nature, guys.
You guys like being outside or no?
In comparison to being inside, of
Yeah.
course, yes. I love being outside.
You like it more?
Yeah.
What do you like, Chris?
Depends on the time of day.
What time of day do you like it, and what time of day don't you like it?
I don't like being outside during the nighttime if we're talking about the woods because that's spooky.
It is spooky. That's true. But, like, did you ever play, like, flashlight tag or anything as a kid?
Oh my God.
So that
He
wasn't
just
that
kicked
spooky.
the can.
I am Mr. Kick the Can.
He is
AKA
Queens Boulevard.
I am Queens Boulevard.
Yes.
I wrote that, by the way.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah. So,
Nice, dude. Nice, dude.
Okay, let's not even start. So, yeah. Nature.
I like being outside quite a bit. Morning time is nice. Like, when the sun's coming up, that's a nice time to be outside. It's usually chilly. It's usually quiet. Feeling nice.
If I'm inside all day, I feel like a sloth.
Dude, couldn't agree more.
Cabin fever.
That's how I was today, and it feels good just to come over here, even though I'm still inside over here.
Yeah. It's funny because I think it depends on the season. Meaning, like in the winter, I mean, no offense, but when it's fucking balls cold outside,
Oh, I'm offended.
I don't like being out there. I would much rather be inside. But
This
if
is
if it's like the weather we had today, like 60s, yeah, fuck yeah. I would much rather be outside. Or like in the summer, of course, I want to be outside as much as possible just because it's nice out. But
yeah, today was beautiful. It was 60 and sunny. If you don't know, we live in Missouri, and we have all 4 seasons here. Which is cool, but also like kind of shitty. Like there's times where I wish we didn't have winter, but I like certain things about winter.
I totally like having a winter. I wouldn't.
Dude, I look for reasons to go outside when it's winter. If it's snowing,
that's what
I'm
I'm
like,
saying.
Here I
I
come.
mean,
That's what I'm saying.
it depends. Like yes, I would agree, but when you weigh the options, I think during the winter I would rather be inside than outside.
Going sledding though is
Oh,
like
fuck
life
yeah.
changing.
Great.
Like it's great.
I like the cold.
Nothing's better than hyperthermia, you know what I mean?
Yeah, dude.
Like, get your feet wet and then be
Yeah.
outside for 4 hours.
Yeah, that sounds awful.
Prosthetics.
Honestly, being cold.
Gangrene.
This is not really on the topic of nature at all, but being cold is like worse to me than being too hot.
I would agree. Being cold is very, very uncomfortable for me.
It's
Like,
terrible.
If I can't feel my hands or like my feet, which I have bad circulation to start out with, like my hands are always cold. Like in the winter, you'll see me like sitting on my hands, which probably isn't good for him.
Are
But
you just trying to feel your own butt?
yes, I mean,
Here I
God damn it.
Here I come.
Yeah. I like my ass, dude.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh.
I sit on them to warm up, you fuck boy.
Have you guys ever been? Again, this is off topic, but who really gives a shit anyway? Have you guys ever been in a situation in the cold where you like knew you were going to be outside for a long period of time, and like in the first 5 minutes of being outside, you're like, "Yep, this is gonna be awful." Like I didn't dress warm enough.
Nah, dude, that's never happened to me.
Shut the fuck
I'm
up,
well
bro.
prepared.
Yeah, dude. No, fuck yeah. That's
I'm
happened
digging
to me.
here, dude. I'm digging. I'm trying to make something of this.
Yes, and I could give you a perfect story of a perfect instance, and I was playing soccer.
Luckily, this will take up 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, well,
Probably.
tell us.
so,
I'm gonna take a nap.
all right, assholes, get the fuck out of here. So, playing soccer in college, Chris is rubbing his nipples. So, basically what was happening, it was conference. We were supposed to play, let's just say it was a Tuesday night. We were supposed to play that night. It was raining.
We should have won state that year.
Yeah, because there's state and college soccer, bro. National championship, bud. That's what we were chasing. But you know what? We didn't get anywhere close to it.
Will's
So,
still bitter about it.
yeah. Basically, we were supposed to play at night. It's raining cats and dogs. It's like thunderstorming, like lightning, all of the yard. All of the yard.
What?
I am done. I'm just gonna fucking jump off my
Let's
roof,
just
swan
axe
dive.
this story right
Yes,
now.
yes.
Will played soccer in college. Okay, moving on. Nature.
Oh, yeah.
Do you guys think plants feel things?
Oh, God, yeah.
Do you?
Yeah, I think we don't give plants enough credit.
Dude, I agree. I agree.
Like, I think they're smarter than we really think they are.
I'm gonna sound like a
other than-
super tree hugger right now, but
Here we go.
I like definitely think they feel things. Like maybe not like me and you, but I know plants communicate. I've seen the science on it. I've seen shit like I've read like articles where like trees will like send pheromones to other trees to like warn them about bugs or some shit like that. If we've ever sounded super scientific in this podcast, it was that section right there. But no, I definitely think there's more to plants than what meets the eye. My favorite thing in nature is trees. I fucking love trees. They're just like big plants. They're just cool.
Are they?
Yes,
Are they big plants?
They are. They're huge plants.
Or are they trees?
I mean, they're both.
Yeah, you're right. You are right. Well done, Pat. Slap on the
Dude,
back.
did I pass the
bud.
test?
No, you didn't. You still gotta suck my dick.
Whoa.
Well, all right.
Okay, I'm gonna switch it up and ask a different question. It's about the regions. What is like your favorite?
Region and nature.
Yes, like what? Like
Ooh,
the mountains, the beach,
Chris should go first.
the anything, farmland, the Midwest.
I'm gonna go the mountains but I feel like people that are always around mountains probably don't say mountains.
Dude, that's
I
true.
feel like the only reason that I like mountains is because I don't have the opportunity to go climb one. But I'm sure the people in Colorado are like, yeah. I've done that way too many times.
Dude,
But I will say my least favorite is definitely the beach.
What?
Because I have a dad bod. So it's not like I'm over here looking like the Rock on
Dude, it
Baywatch.
doesn't even matter.
And also, I'm literally blind like 75% of the time I'm on the beach.
Yeah, if you don't have shades, you're done.
Yeah, pretty much.
Your retinas are just frying.
Not to mention, the ocean just kind of frightens me.
Dude,
Yeah, it is very scary.
that's
The
true.
ocean's spooky.
I would say out of all of nature, that is probably the most scary thing to me is the ocean.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like middle
No question.
of the ocean.
Worst
you
case
can't see
scenario,
any land.
nighttime, middle of the
My
ocean.
God, dude.
That's like number
That's
one on my
scary.
list.
Yeah,
right there.
I think I would probably jump in the water and probably drown myself.
No, like,
Worse.
like you know that scene in Castaway where he's
Oh,
just chilling and that
Christ.
fucking whale comes up? I'd be like, no,
yeah,
I'm done.
That would be frightening. Like plane crash in the middle of the night.
Oh my god.
It's scary because like you don't have the upper hand at all. Like everything's just like, all right,
I think not being able to see what's under the water is kind of just the
dude, murky water. It's
Game
one of my
over.
scariest things.
Oh god.
Here in Missouri, people go noodling. They like reach their hands into these holes and pull out catfishes, and never in my life will I do that. Never. That's like the epitome of what we're talking about.
I would never. I'm not opposed to doing it, but I would never do it like bare hand. And
Fuck no.
Because basically, what noodling is, so catfish like to stay in like dark, compact areas. For example, like a hollow tree trunk that's just in a fucking river. Those river monsters, they like to stay in there, boys. So the catfish like to. So you're looking for like a dark area, dark like compact area, and you just stick your hand
Noodling master
down,
warrior.
Noodling.
down those. The only reason I know this is from.
Did you know? Hey, did you know one of the rules of noodling is before you noodle, you have to kiss your cousin.
Yeah, dude.
Before you noodle.
Probably, yeah, seriously. So yeah, then you just stick your hand in there, and a lot of people do it bare hand.
Or your
And
sister.
catfish,
Yeah.
they're fucking brutal. Like I would not fuck
they're
with
mean.
them. I don't like them.
They're all slippery and slimy.
Yeah, fucking sea creatures freak me out. They just have the upper hand and could gobble me up.
Yeah.
So I don't like it. Plus, like, I don't even know if this is fucking true. I've heard we know more about space, like surrounding Earth, than we do our oceans, which is kind of fucking nuts. Because there's like parts of the ocean we can't even get to.
Well, that's the thing. What do you guys think is like in like deep down in the ocean? Like
The aliens are not in space; they're in the water.
Dude, that would be nuts.
Like, do you think there's? I think there are creatures that we have not discovered.
oh my god,
And
easily,
deep down in the ocean.
easily.
Hopefully,
I
they're
mean,
not all boring like fucking plankton. Hopefully,
they're
there's some-
still like discovering like shit down there. But yeah, it's kind of crazy because like they're like, I don't think this is real, but like scariest like mythical monster to me, like the Kraken, like
Frightening.
oh my god, I would shit my pants.
You
if
know
that
what's
was
almost worse than the Kraken?
real. What?
The fucking sand version of the Kraken. And you don't even seen
Star Wars?
I hate to throw up. I just throw up movies whenever possible.
No, you're good. Do your thing.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
No, I know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm
The
talking
mouth
about?
Thing?
Oh my
Yes.
Oh
god.
god, that's
thank you.
scary.
No.
It's scary.
Game
yeah.
over.
Yeah, it's freaky.
Not to
It's
mention,
freaky.
I can't remember what, I think I was watching something on History Channel at like 4 a.m, and it was like, squids or something is what's going to take over the world after humans die.
Yeah. They'll just like evolve.
I'm fucking done.
I mean, luckily we'll be gone
Hopefully.
by the time that maybe you'll be the one guy that survives in the squid world.
Squidward?
Yeah, I was about to say that actually. But my nose isn't shaped like a huge dong, so
Well, fuck, dude. You're fucked.
I actually like the oceans, minus everything we just talked about. Like when all of us went to Augustine, that was fucking fun as shit.
It was fun, but
you
I don't
were
remember
you were
much.
trotted into a family of jellyfish, because that's
That
I've seen
hurts,
one.
dude.
not a good
Have
time.
you?
Oh shit, yeah.
You got stung?
Yeah,
Dude.
dude, it sucks.
Both of you?
7 times, bro.
No way.
At the same time.
Are you serious?
Oh yeah.
What did
It's
that
a
feel
weird
like?
sensation.
What did it
like,
feel
It's
like?
terrible.
It's weird. Did you piss on yourself?
No,
I heard
but
that's a real
I have
thing.
done that. Yeah.
You peed on your leg.
I was
Yeah,
a
dude.
dude. What are you staring at?
I'm staring at you.
No, every time you talk to me, you're like you stare at like a particular part of my face.
Staring at your teeth.
His lips.
No, but yeah, I was a nub cake and I rolled around in the sand, and
Does
that
that
makes it
help?
like 8 times worse.
Ah! I feel like that would just scratch everything up.
Yeah, it's not good.
It's a very weird sensation. I can't describe it. It's very strange.
Does it feel like getting shocked or no?
No, not at all. It doesn't feel like any like
Feels like
you don't even
burnt.
notice it. Yeah, and
Feels
then
like
like
you're
you just like are like what the fuck? Like my leg
Just
hurts.
Is it like an ache?
No, it's like getting burned.
Like a sting?
it's
I
like
would say it's like a burn.
It's like diving on the carpet and then taking a shower.
Ah! Okay. Fuck
Rug
that.
burn? Would you say that's a good call? And then getting in the water
When did you get stung by jellies?
when I was like 7.
Yikes, dude. That
it's not
sucks.
good.
Never been stung by jellies. The closest thing, the freakiest thing that ever happened to me in the ocean was the part of the reason I'm like cool with the ocean on like vacation shit is my family always goes to Florida for like family vacations and stuff. So I've been doing that for a while.
The swamp.
Yeah. But we were down there one year and I was snorkeling like by myself. And I was like, I was young. Like I was probably like 14. And I was swimming around and like there was like this hole in the sand. And I was like, what's that? And I like dove down there. And this fucking barracuda came out and was like looking at me in the face. Dude, I screamed underwater. Like there was bubbles everywhere.
Did the riff from Heart pop in your head?
Yeah, dude. Boom, ba-lim, ba-lim, ba-lim.
Also, just as a side note, I like how we're just admiring sea creatures now. This is totally gone.
Dude, that's just
It's
how this
fine.
is. That's just how this
Dude,
is.
have you seen a whale's fucking mouth?
It's fucking huge.
No, like their bristly ass teeth.
Huh.
It's the creepiest thing I've ever
Is it
seen.
like a comb?
It looks like a broom.
Weird.
Their
I
teeth
thought you
look
were gonna say whale's dick.
Dude, did you guys know that a blue whale's heart is like half the size of this room? No shit. It's fucking just like I
Whales
saw
are big animals.
no, the blue whale is like one of the biggest in the world, and I saw a heart.
Okay,
at-
honestly, what's bigger than that?
I have no idea. It probably is the biggest animal.
Yeah, that we know of.
Yeah, the Kraken's down there. But fucking, they had one of its. They like took a blue whale's heart that died, and like put it in a museum. It's so fucking big, like you can just like walk through the ventricles of the heart.
Fuck that.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's insane. This sounds like super cliche, but I'm actually gonna side with Chris. I actually think mountains are the coolest to me, just because you can like see so fucking far, and it's just I don't know, it's just cool.
When I also love the feeling of elevation sickness, like nothing gets me more pumped to climb a 14
Yeah, you love that.
than
You're just like I'm feeling woozy. Let's do it.
pretty much. I also have a fuck.
Have either of you been to like the deserts, like Arizona or something like that?
Oh god, yeah.
Have you? I haven't. I don't know what that's like.
Arizona's really pretty, honestly.
Especially if you like tarantulas.
Yeah, Southern California
like
is
trains.
kind of like Arizona as well.
Okay. Yeah, I've never been to like a desert region, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It's just kind of like barren and there's cacti.
Southern California was really cool, just because it's like, I mean, they're not mountains, but they're totally bigger than your standard hill.
Sand dunes.
I don't know if I'm biased, but like my favorite nature setting is like a forest. Like maybe that's because I grew up here and we have forests here, but like mountains are definitely a close call.
I feel like we don't have forests here.
we totally have forests. Are you kidding me?
When I think of a forest, I think of like fucking.
A huge forest.
I feel like I think of Nam.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't think of the. I feel like we have woods.
we have
do
woods.
Like we're not going to be seeing anything swinging from up high.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I feel like a forest is.
When I think of forest, I think of like New Zealand, like Lord of the Rings stuff. I don't
Yeah.
think of like the jungle. By the way, Speaking of different areas in nature, the jungle, that's a major fuck no for
Yeah.
me. Like, bugs.
You want to see bugs the size of your fucking
yeah,
palm?
dude, fuck that. There's bugs everywhere. Everything's live. Like, you touch this plant, your arm falls off. Like, fuck that. There's monkeys, all kinds of shit. I can't do it.
Venus flytrap.
I can't do it. It's humid as fuck.
Yeah, I hate to sound like a pansy, but yeah, those bugs out there, that's a god no.
I don't like bugs. I really don't like bugs.
Yeah, I used to be a huge fan of the woods until all you gotta do is step on a good old fashioned Missouri tick farm,
Dude.
and
Bye-bye.
I was literally just gonna tell a story about this. I've never done that. Have you? I'm guessing you have.
oh god, yeah, it's the
Dude,
worst.
my dad told me a story once. He was out hunting with a buddy, like when he was our age. He stepped on like a mound of like ticks, and he said he like had to pull out his pocket knife and he was just like shaving them off of his leg.
Yeah, no, I looked down and every single ounce of skin was like moving.
Oh,
Just mini.
It's
oh my god, that gives
I
me
hate 'em.
shivers.
Yeah, it was awful.
I can't do it. One of my worst fears is like bugs in masses. Like that freaks me out. It like gives me the chills.
yeah.
Fuck that.
willies?
Especially ticks that like cling to you.
Yeah,
Ugh.
those are narcissistic.
Ticks
What'd you
bad.
do when that happened?
Ran to the shower.
Did you just freak out?
Ran.
Did you scream?
I was just like, it was pretty terrible.
Ticks. Fuck them. Have you ever had a tick on your willy?
No. I've had one on my B
I
sag.
have. I've
Dude,
had one
I had
as a
this
kid.
this guy. Oh, I would
your
definitely.
dick?
I've definitely had a tick on my willy.
Tick on your dick?
That's like if you haven't lived in Missouri unless you've had a tick on your dick.
Exactly, boy.
I've had it on the B sag, but not the dick.
This
Like
guy-
on the shaft?
Yeah,
Yeah.
What?
dude, I had to pick.
Mine was on like the fucking mushroom head, dude.
No.
I promise.
No.
Promise to God.
Yeah,
How old were you, Will?
was this your first
Grade
sexual
school.
encounter?
Did you
I was-
freak out?
It's really funny because I was at Luke B's house. You know him.
Okay.
We were good for. He was like my best friend growing up, and we.
I love how you
he
asked
lived
him
on.
if you know him, and
Yeah,
he went
you
to
know,
the fucking.
yeah, you know.
You're
Both,
an asshole.
I meant
Yeah,
both
fuck
of
me,
you,
right, dude?
boys. So, he lived kind of on a farm, and we were outside all day. It was in the summer. It was after we came in and were showering, and for some reason,
together.
I think I was pooping, and I was like, I looked down and I had a tick on my fucking dick, and I like screamed, and they're like, "What's wrong?" I was like, "I got a tick on my dick."
Is that what you sounded like?
Exactly like that.
Dude, this guy in college was telling me this story about how he had like 3 ticks in his butthole,
No.
and he had to like bend over, and his uncle had to get in there with tweezers.
Oh, fuck no. Fuck. Nah, I don't like that.
Oh my god, like on the outside?
Like, I don't
This
know.
I mean,
guy
they didn't
kissed his
crawl in
cousin,
there.
too?
There's no
Jesus.
way they were in there.
Yikes.
When they weren't like
They were
in
just
there,
on the
but they were,
outside
like,
of the rim.
my God, what a time to be
A
alive.
tick rim job. Oh my god.
Is there
That would
any?
be, it's
that-
like, hey, uncle, come light.
Yeah, the worst-
Come light my
Dude,
ass
if
on fire.
If that happened to me, I'd be like, I am the one taking care of this. No one else. Like,
Honestly, though, I
What
don't
are you
think
gonna
you
do?
could.
Fucking-
I'm getting a mirror.
Marilyn
I'm getting
Manson
a
it?
dome mirror. Dude, yeah.
Put your legs above your head. And
Will, if I had a tick on my asshole, would you get it for me?
probably not on your ass.
Nah, dude, I
not
couldn't
on
get-
your anus.
I couldn't get
If
in
it was
there.
on your like butt cheek.
If
Yeah, I
either
would
one of
do
you
it,
asked
but-
me for that, I'd be like, I'm sorry. This is where our friendship
Yeah,
ends.
I don't think I could. I don't think I would have the balls to be like, dude, you
think I
gotta
could
get
ask-
this fucking tick out of my ass.
The
You
only
gotta.
the only person I could have do that would probably be a doctor.
Yeah.
Just because
Yeah.
like
I could do a
I
doctor.
don't want.
they've definitely seen something worse.
Yes.
Yeah. Ticks on dicks. Here we are.
Yeah,
Some days.
we've arrived.
Speaking.
But yeah, I like the woods. I like the woods the most.
Cool.
I'm just comfortable with them. And I fucking love trees. And there's trees everywhere. Number one destination I want to go, besides Banff, Canada, is probably the Redwoods in Cali.
Yeah, that I did not get to see the redwoods, but I've heard they're awesome.
Like, those trees are fucking huge.
Yeah.
Giant.
So my favorite scenery and nature is the mountains as well. But more specifically, I'm a mountains guy with the snow on them.
Will likes to ski.
I'm a skier. Have been since I was a young kid, and it's just really fun. It's one of those skills in life that you learn, and you're never gonna forget it. Like you think you'll forget it, but you get on the mountain, you put your boots on, you put your skis on, and you just fucking go, and it's awesome. So that's, I would say, snowy mountains by far.
I'm gonna have to change my answer
Yeah,
from the Colorado mountains to the Montana mountains.
yeah.
Those are probably
Montana?
cooler.
I've heard Montana is
Yeah.
really, really pretty.
That's pretty cool.
That's where your grandpa lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
What's
Dude,
his name?
You should
And
tell
his
that.
social?
You should tell that story about the airplane.
What happened?
Okay, so basically, I'm like a young lad of 13. My G-Paw used to fly airplanes.
Oh,
like
shit.
those like ones like the twin.
Like a
Twin
Like a
turbo.
twin engine?
Yeah, like one
Okay.
of yeah. So
Like the ones that can only seat
says
like
that.
2 or 3?
yeah,
Okay.
so
That's cool. I never knew that.
Yeah, so we like my G-Paw and the G-Maw fly us out in the middle of like the fucking mountains. Like we
Oh my
land on
God.
this ghetto ass.
Were you scared?
Well, no, not at first, but so we're chilling at
Not
this.
at first.
We're chilling in this cabin. All of a sudden, it gets like windy as shit. So they're like, "Well, we better go. We're gonna be stranded here for like 2 days."
Oh my god.
So the G-Maw flies out all the females first, and they're fine.
Chivalry.
Then the wind comes in real nice.
Oh,
So it's
no.
me, my G-Paw, and the uncle. We take off, and like the wings are literally hitting like 90 degrees, just like flapping all over the damn place.
Oh my god. Were you
Fucking-
freaking out?
Alarms start going off.
No.
Woo, woo, woo. Engine starts stalling.
No. Are you serious?
Yeah, my G-Paw's in the front. Like we start dropping. You know the sound?
Were you just like, this is it?
Yeah. You know that sound when airplanes start going down? It's like, "Nyeh." Yeah, so that starts going on.
Oh my god.
My G-Paw
Chris, this is
my G-Paw
scary.
goes, "Climb, you son of a bitch, climb." And he's like trying with all his might to pull this fucking airplane up. My uncle starts saying Hail Mary. Like starts the prayer. I'm in the back just like, well,
What's going on?
this is going to be Hatchet all over again.
Yeah.
But luckily we made it out alive. And that's
Did he just get it back up and you guys
Yeah.
got out? Dude, that's frightening.
yeah.
Honestly, plane crash would be
That'd be a terrifying.
so
way to go.
scary.
What a way to go.
So scary.
Especially because like all the fucking noises that go on, like the fucking wee wee wee,
No bueno.
Uncle's in the back. Hail Mary.
climb, you son of a bitch, climb. It was
That's scary as fuck, dude. I never knew that.
it was pretty great.
Yeah.
Montana mountains. Never
I've heard
been.
They'll get
Great
you,
things about Montana.
Montana.
especially if you've seen Twin Peaks.
Ooh. Is that where that's shot?
Yeah,
Oh, shit. I didn't know that. Still haven't finished that first season.
second season is
Will's dying right now.
second season is absolute garbo. Just so you know.
Second is Garbo?
Oh my god.
That sucks. It's
Well-
also like 3 times as long.
Well, David Lynch bails like after like 2 or 3 episodes.
Oh.
Then comes back at like episode 17 and redeems the series. But that in between, let me tell you.
Garbo?
Wow.
Oh,
I think I've seen an episode or two. I don't know if I liked it though.
It's it's like a cinematic soap opera
Yeah.
with some creepies.
You guys have plants in your house?
I do not. Except
I
for
don't.
that fucking weed farm I'm growing. I'm just
In the
kidding.
basement.
Them poppies?
Mm.
Yeah. Okay. I don't personally have a plant in the house, but yes, we do have plants in this household.
I used to have a succulent, which is supposed to be one of the easiest things to take care of, and I killed it.
I got an orchid. And that thing was rare.
Yeah. Dude, those are supposed to be easy too.
Yeah, those are very easy.
I think I just
Ice
watered
cube
it
a
too
week.
much. Is that like holding a plant prisoner? Keeping it in your house?
No, dude, I hate to bring this lady up, but K-Dog, let's just say, she
Who the
was
fuck is that?
I don't know either.
the last girl I dated.
Oh,
dude.
okay.
The
K-Dog.
no show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's call her that. No show. Not
She was a
Osho.
really big, like, plant person.
Okay.
Super into plants, which was cool.
Poppies? No,
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
She actually had meth.
Yeah.
A meth plant.
I'm gonna.
No. But
I don't think
she
that's a
sent
plant.
me. I know. I'm not an idiot, dude.
No, you are.
I know I am, but shut the fuck up.
8 years later, wrap this
So, she sent me this video. There was this dude who has over like 300 plants in his apartment in
Was it a
New
fucking
York.
sauna?
No.
It was probably
He
just,
has like
humid.
he had to buy his own like studio place for
the plants.
extra plants, yeah, because they just got too big in his house.
That's
and
crazy.
We're overgrowing and shit.
Was
yeah.
his wife Poison Ivy? I'm always here for the bad jokes.
You're on top of
Dude,
him,
I had the
too,
hots
dude.
for her when I was
Oh
little.
my, dude, Uma Thurman was a goddamn. Fox.
Is that Uma Thurman?
Oh,
How did I not know that?
It's probably because you're ugly.
Get the fuck out of here.
You know what plant I'm not a fan of? Venus flytraps.
Why don't you like
Those
them?
things just freak me
I
out.
don't
I
really
think
like,
they're cool as fuck.
I don't really like cacti.
Dude, Ian's got 4 of those, and they're just wasting away. I don't know
Yeah,
what's
I
going
don't.
on with them.
They're just like. I mean, I guess they kind of look cool, but like you fucking touch them, they're prickly. They're gonna fuck you.
Dude, here's a story. When I was 3 years old, I was in Walmart, and my mom was in the plant aisle, and I was just like, "What's this?" And I just like bare palmed it.
You cry,
Just,
dude.
I grabbed it like a fucking shaft. I was just like, ah.
Like you grab your dick when you jack off.
Yeah,
Is that
dude.
how you grabbed it?
Except the difference between my dick and this cactus is
You had a centimeter Peter at that age.
there was not thorns all over it, and I was just like, okay. And I had like,
Wait, yours doesn't have thorns on it?
Yeah, dude.
Does
You're
yours,
weird.
dude?
Yeah, dude.
I got
I'm behind. Mine just has ticks all over it. I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah, cactuses are cool. They're kind of like unique. I wouldn't want them in my house though.
They're not really like.
I want like a fern,
Pretty.
like a big ass.
Can I be honest? I just have never seen the appeal of owning a plant in your household. Now, if you go out back and plant a tree, and then your like kids grow up swinging on that bastard
That's
after
cool.
it's grown, that would be kind of cool.
That's cool.
But just having a plant, like, I don't know.
I think a couple are nice, but then I'm like, God, am I just like keeping you from like outside,
big.
like
If
where
anything,
you
you're
should
saving
be?
it from a doe, a deer,
Just
a
munching on it.
female deer.
What is that?
You don't know that song?
What is that?
I hate you, dude.
Oh my god.
A doe.
Does the sound of music mean nothing to you?
It means nothing.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
I know the
Wait.
title.
You want to know
That's
a
it.
funny story?
What's up?
So we went to Colorado. You know those big ass pine trees they have out there? My mom was like, I'm going to break the mold. I'm planting one of these in Missouri.
Oh,
So we go through airport security with a fucking tree. And
like she
obvious-
bought a sapling or something?
No, we dug it out of the ground.
What?
And at this point, you know, it was only like knee high. But
Was this like pre 9/11?
yeah, this
Like-
was like pre-taser era.
Dude, I'm pretty sure this is a tangent, but I'm pretty sure pre 9/11 airports, like we don't really know because how old were we? Like 10 when that happened?
7.
So we don't really know,
Oh,
but
2000.
I'm pretty sure it was like the Wild West, like in the airports. Like they're just like, I mean, you could have a backpack like the size of a fucking table, and they're just like, okay, go on through. Like they just didn't care. So you have this tree.
Anyway, so we fly a fucking. I'm not a tree person, so I don't know. It was a pine tree.
You sinner.
We had her going for about 2 years, and she fatally died a horrible death.
No.
I don't think it's possible.
Maybe the soil was different here or something like that. I don't know shit about planting stuff, but I'm pretty sure that stuff matters.
Yeah, that'll happen.
Nature
But I feel like a tree would be like the only cool thing to grow. Everything
Dude,
else,
it's
I mean,
my
unless if you're
favorite.
like, and let me just back up on the sexist comment before I make it.
Let's hear it.
If you like having a garden outside, you don't have to be a female to like a garden.
Dude,
but
I want a garden.
I'm just saying, like, I can understand that, but in the house, I don't get it.
I agree. I couldn't do
I
it.
just don't understand.
Dude, my dad had a garden growing up, and it was awesome.
But here's the difference here. When I say a garden, I'm not talking like a fruit garden or a vegetable garden, because I know like a lot of people like to do that.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
talking
cool.
about like,
Flowers.
Like a flower bed.
yeah, like, and I'm just, yeah. Maybe if you like doing that, that's cool.
Basically curb appeal, essentially.
Yeah. I mean, I don't,
It's nice. If I ever plant anything, I don't think I would put like hedges in on my sidewalk. I'd probably have like an actual, like I'd grow some banana peppers and shit like that. It'd be nice to have.
Yeah.
straight up harvest moon.
Gardens
that
are a
shit.
lot of work, honestly.
The only
like-
time I've ever cared about plants and their survival was the harvest moon.
Oh my god.
Other
Me
than that-
too.
Yeah.
Digital plants.
That's funny.
Have you played harvest moon?
No.
You're fucking up.
You
dude.
haven't lived, dude.
Okay.
When you
Fucking
haven't
up.
cared for your own
64?
orchard. Oh,
64?
Dad.
I am so done. So, what else we got?
Here's a question. This is going to trigger some people. So, I've dated a vegetarian before.
Okay. So have
They
I.
don't want to eat animals, you know, for moral issues, which I totally get. But if you subscribe to the idea of plants being like somewhat conscious,
What's the difference?
what's the difference between eating a salad?
There's not a difference. I've never looked at it that way, which is really funny because K-Dog was like that as well.
Let's just call her No Show.
Yeah, no show. So I dated 2 vegetarians. The last 2 girls I've dated were vegetarians, and
Okay.
one was
I didn't-
because of
I don't think I knew No Show was a
no show. Yeah, she.
That should have been your first clue, right? there.
Get out now.
You don't
It
like
was-
steak? Bye.
Well, she said she did like steak, which was weird. But
So was she doing it for like
she
moral
did it.
issues?
Yeah, she did it
Okay.
because like she didn't like.
I can get behind that.
She didn't like for example like a fucking chicken farm. Like she doesn't like how all those chickens are treated. Which
Totally agree.
yeah, some of
100%.
them like if you're buying a cheap ass chicken, yeah.
Yeah, I always try to
but-
buy like organic happy chickens.
I have like,
But like you said, I feel like what's the difference if we feel that plants are kind of more than what we
like,
give
what's
them?
the
Like
fucking-
what's the difference?
I totally get it because like if you see a deer, you like see that it's moving like a pet and stuff like that, and you're like, okay, this makes sense. Whereas like, you know, a like bush or tree is just kind of like, what's the word I'm looking for? Like solace. Like they're just like still and quiet.
here's my thing, dude.
Lay it on us, dude.
Okay, so
Just go for it.
first of all, I don't understand the whole vegetarian thing because they're just like, I mean,
Just do it, dude. Pull the trigger,
okay,
Chris.
I just feel,
say it.
I feel like
We're
people.
not trying to offend people here.
I feel
We're
like
just talking.
okay, when I eat any kind of meat, if I stop and think about where it came from, obviously it's depressing as fuck.
Right.
And my stepfather raises cattle, and I have seen multiple times little bitty cows and being like, "That's a cute guy," and then in like 2 months, like that cute guy's gone and probably being fried up somewhere, which I feel like brings that more at home than any vegetarian's experience or like your average vegetarian's experience. It's not like they're
Yeah.
seeing the cows grow up, but if you're gonna have the same mindset with plants, what the fuck are you? What do you expect to eat?
Dude,
Yeah,
that's exactly the
exactly.
point. That's exactly the
we
point.
have to nourish our bodies no matter
Yeah.
what. And although I don't like how people treat certain animals, I mean, that's just our survival. And I hate that, but like at the end of the day, I'm gonna eat meat.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna eat vegetables. I'm gonna eat in general. And
you're either gonna eat animals or plants, and if you subscribe to the idea that they're
Or
both,
McDonald's.
or McDonald's, yeah, that's just chemicals.
Dude, this is the thing though. Like,
But like, if you think plants and animals are both alive and living, like I personally think plants, like Will said, probably have more than meets the eye going on. Like maybe they can communicate and we just don't know. So you're not gonna starve, like you're gonna have to eat something, like you were saying, Chris. So like, I don't know. Personally, me, I've considered being a vegetarian. I have, just to like try it. I don't think I could stay a vegetarian. But I try. Last note, I try to be somewhat responsible. Like I don't buy my eggs or my chicken from like cage. Like I try to spend a little extra money and get the chicken that was like free range or something like that.
dude, also, I hate to change the subject, but the thing about vegetarians though, it's like, what do you think you're gonna do? Like, change the world? Like, what is like you not eating meat gonna do? Like, it's still gonna go on, and like, it's like so cruel to like eat animals. It's like, dude, have you watched the Discovery Channel? Like, nature is savage. Like,
Oh fuck yeah!
like
It's brutal.
animals are gonna die either way. Sadly.
No, yeah,
I
it
love
is.
animals.
It totally
I'm just
is.
throwing that out there. Like,
it's just like life in general.
sadly,
We can't. I'm not gonna be here the rest of my life, and same goes with animals. Same goes with plants. Like we're only here for a short period of time, and I don't know. I think it's very silly when you like Blake brought up, like if you don't eat meat because you don't like how animals are treated, then what is the difference? But I would say most vegetarians probably do it just for the health benefits, which is great. And dating,
I don't see the health benefits.
There's some science.
I mean,
like there's science on both sides that
Yes.
says it's good for you and it's bad for you.
Yes.
I'm not gonna get into the nutrition.
but one thing that like brought into my perspective of dating two ladies that were vegetarians and me eating meat is I don't have to have meat every single meal.
Yeah,
And
I don't either.
ever since then, like I've realized typically I'll have like for lunch I'll have like a salad. Sometimes I'll have like chicken in it, but lately I've just been having like salad, yogurt, fruit.
I think
and then like my dinner is where I'll get like my protein and my meat.
for sure. I'm kind of the same. I think what it comes down to is just like just trying to be mindful. Like if you're gonna eat meat, maybe buy organic. Maybe if you're like spiritual, maybe like thank the animal for their body. I know like hunters will go out and like kill a deer and then like thank the deer.
See, I can't do that. That's one thing I won't do.
I can't do it either, honestly. And I sound like a fucking hypocrite because I eat meat. But I've debated. So I am like not a deer hunter. I can shoot a bow really well, but like I just couldn't kill a deer. But there's times where I've thought about like maybe I should do this. It would be responsible because then I would like see where it comes from. It would like kind of connect you to the food more.
Yeah.
Almost. But yeah, it would be hard, Chris. It would be fucking hard.
It's a weird feeling. I've killed.
I just do the out of sight, out of
deer.
mind thing. Good old ignorance. What else are you gonna do?
yeah.
It's
a lot of
weird.
people do
when
that.
I like walked up after I shot it, I was like, "What? Whoa!"
Yeah, like what just happened?
Killed this.
I mean, I can't even fish for the same
Dude,
thing.
I don't mean to get all like hippie, like fucking zen on everybody, but I used to love fishing and I stopped just because I like fucking. I was just fishing for sport, like I wasn't doing it to like feed myself, and like I hooked this catfish in the side and like I reeled it in, and it was just like bleeding everywhere, and it just looked at me like, "What the fuck, dude?" And I was like, "I can't do this anymore," so I stopped. I mean, if I had to fish to like survive, I totally would, but I stopped fishing for sport and stuff. But what the fuck was I gonna say? Nature is like I feel like nature, like plants, animals, humans, are way more connected than we think we are. I was watching this thing on, I think it was on Nat Geo.
Was it Animorphs?
Yeah, dude.
I have not thought of that in the
Oh,
longest
God.
time.
Dude, I'm actually
Those
one.
fucking books.
I am one. My animal's a butterfly.
Shit.
No, fucking. Do you remember if you flipped the pages really fast in the corner, they would like turn?
Yeah.
That was cool shit. No, I was watching this thing on Nat Geo one time. I think it. Don't quote me on this. I'm gonna butcher this, but I think it was in Yellowstone. These people wanted to like remove the wolves of the area because they were like endangered or something, and so they did. They went in and like tranquilized them and like captured the entire wolf colony and took them out of Yellowstone, so there wasn't any more wolves there. And everything went to absolute shit because the wolves didn't keep like the rabbits in check because they would eat all the rabbits. So like the rabbit population just exploded.
Well, yeah, it's checks and balances.
Dude, totally. And the rabbits ate all these like certain species of plants that would help the fish. So then like all the fish were dying. So like they took the wolves out, this one aspect in nature, and it like fucked everything. So then they were like, holy shit, we got to get the wolves back in here. So they like brought the wolves back in. But the point is like, I think we're all like super connected more than we think we are.
Totally.
I mean, it's probably the same thing with humans, you know, eating animals. Otherwise, it would probably be like Noah's Ark.
Dude,
It's
totally. I know in certain areas, like, they have problems. Here in Missouri, I know deer are overpopulated, like, bad. And if we didn't have a hunting season, like, it would fuck everything here. It would, like, really mess up the nature of Missouri.
Yeah.
So, totally. Yeah.
That's,
Totally do.
what's that? It's called natural selection.
Yeah.
I believe.
I
That's
don't-
called.
I don't know
Natural
if we're-
selection.
I don't know if we're using this in the right way.
I don't think we are.
Whatever.
Don't quote me.
We're not science.
I'm pretty
fucking
sure
freaks.
natural selection is like survival of the fittest.
Yeah.
Like if you're weak, you like will naturally be selected out because you don't survive.
So basically, if it's us three, I win.
Bye, dude.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna ask a question about nature and what it does for us.
Ooh.
So, what do you think is like the biggest benefit of being outside, being in the woods, being on the mountains? Like,
Vitamin D.
It's true.
It is true.
It's true.
But that's very important. But what do you think is the biggest benefit when it comes to nature? What does it do?
Dude,
to
lots
the
of
human
things.
race?
This is a good question. It does a lot of things, especially with the day and age we live in now where everyone's glued to a screen, including myself. I've read a study where, like, if you look at a screen long enough, you get... I don't know the fucking science here, but I'm going to butcher it. If you look at a screen more than so many hours of the day, you get alpha waves from it, and it'll just... Like, have you ever just, like, binge-watched TV all day? You just feel like shit. That's because you're getting too many alpha waves. If you're outside and active, you get like beta waves or something like that. It makes you happier. And there's a lot of research to back this. Like there's a lot of wilderness therapy. Like they'll like take kids into like wilderness and like camp. There's lots of benefits to being outside. If you, I've read studies where if you have insomnia or like sleep problems, if you go outside and camp, you got to camp for a long fucking time, like 2 weeks straight. But if you camp outside for that long and you like, your body will like naturally wake up and go to bed with the sun, it'll reset your circadian rhythm. And like people have like cured themselves of insomnia going camping that long. Yeah.
I've never heard of that. Very
I'm
interesting.
gonna go with oxygen being the most important thing.
That's probably number one.
No, but I think nature just encourages physical activity, which everybody needs. Otherwise, you will
Fuck
be
yeah.
depressed as fuck. And literally, like the sun helps with, you know,
It
Vitamin
totally
D.
does. Yeah, if you don't have enough vitamin D, it's linked to depression, all kinds of shit.
I mean, literally, if you're depressed, just go for a walk.
Yeah,
It really helps.
Exercising just in
Yeah, that's
general
it.
is
Exercise
very
in
good.
general. Definitely.
I would say the biggest benefit for being outside for me is just like basically what I said, exercising, releasing endorphins, kind of Blake
It's like
basically
getting
said it, and we are so addicted to a cell phone in our hands, and
it's like getting back to your primal state. Like
Yeah.
early humans, like we didn't have fucking computers. We didn't have this podcast shit. Like we were just running around trying to like get the next meal to survive kind of thing. And like society's just evolved so much where we don't need to do that anymore. We just go to Walmart now and buy chicken in a bag, and that's like it.
it's funny.
For the cheapest price.
Yeah. And if you do that, like there's honest to God, there's really no need to like go outside and run around or anything. But it's like definitely taking a toll on society. Like people are more depressed and shit.
It's funny, like when we were kids, I don't know about you, but I was constantly outside. And
Yeah, that was kind of iffy.
looking at
I was
today's
outside all the time.
Yeah.
Nintendo. I was glued to it.
Oh, I mean, I'd game, but it was either game or outside.
Yeah. Looking at like kids nowadays, like I think being outside and using your own imagination does fucking wonders.
Oh my God. That does like great things for your development.
Yeah, exactly. And I feel like kids nowadays are missing that.
Dude, I work with kids for a living, and you should see the amount of like 3 and 4 year olds that are glued to tablets.
Yeah, it's sad. I mean,
crazy.
I have 4 nieces and nephews.
Which I can't even talk shit because like I
Yeah.
am too, but like at that age, that just seems different. Like I'm an adult, I can make my own fucking choices, but like a kid growing up
Yeah.
like that, like that's fucked up.
I think it's all right just because like with technology like constantly improving, like I think it's important for kids to understand what it is and kind of get the gist of like operating it at a very basic level. But what I don't agree with is basically if like the kid's being a fucking complete shithead and you just like hand them a tablet just to keep them entertained.
Oh my
Like,
God,
yeah,
it's a
no.
babysitter.
yeah, it is a babysitter, and I've seen it, and I know I don't have kids, so I can't really say, hey, I'm not gonna do this, but I'm gonna tell my fucking kid to
I'm
go.
not
I'm
doing
gonna whip my son. I'm gonna tell him, hey, boy, you better go outside, or I'm
Get
gonna
the belt out, boy.
yeah, I'm gonna get that belt, or better yet, I'm gonna get a metal fly swatter and whoop
Whoa.
your ass.
You need to grab your kid and be like, "We're going noodling, son.
Yeah,
Gear up, boy."
you punish me.
Fucking
You
Adrian,
stick your
Adrian Peterson over here.
Yeah, you stick.
I'm gonna grab me a switch.
Yeah, I'm gonna
whip
grab
you,
me
boy.
a stick and I'm gonna.
It's all about moderation. I don't really think it's bad for kids to be on tablets, but maybe not all fucking day kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, get outside and run around. It's good for you.
I agree.
I think it's terrible.
So we talked about nature. We talked about tablets and children, and we talked about vegetarians.
All
We
kinds of
talked
shit.
Nature. We went down wormholes. We went down sea creatures. We went down everything.
And we went canoodling.
Yeah, we went noodling. We're gonna go noodling. Better yet, we're gonna go gigging. If you guys know what gigging is, yeah. Here in Missouri, that's a great time, I tell you. I'm done.
Wrecking.
All right, well, guys,
Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. I hope you
Thank
enjoyed this
you.
podcast. If you think about it and you see some fucking trash outside, maybe pick it up. You know, help out this planet we're on.
or if you're Chris and you're in your car, you're probably throwing a banana out the fucking window.
Dude, that feeds the
Mario
grass.
Kart.
That feeds the grass. There's nothing wrong with that.
So,
Don't
Yeah.
burn any styrofoam. Have a good day. We love you. Thanks
I-
for tuning
I
in.
poop
eat
outside.
meat, eat
Feeds the grass,
veggies, eat everything.
Chris, give us a sign off. Let's hear it,
And
bud.
Chris, thank you for making it 3 people tonight. Otherwise, Blake and I would be
It
dating.
would have been a date podcast.
So I want to thank my mom, and I want to thank my sister. And someone asked me earlier today, where are you going to go? And I said, Disney World.